Words like a knife, it can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons, they wound sometimes. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby, if I could
Order in the court! Order in the court!
We'll hear argument next in Case 10-1293, Federal Communications Commission versus Fox Television Stations.
Mr. Chief Justice, and may it please the Court. In its previous decision in this case, the Court observed that when a broadcast licensee takes a license for the free and exclusive use of a valuable part of the public domain, it also accepts enforceable public obligations. One of those enforceable obligations is the indecency restriction, which Congress has instructed the Federal Communications Commission to enforce. They argue, however, that neither Congress nor the Commission require that they refrain from broadcasting indecent material when children are most likely to be in the audience.
They have their own guidelines that generally prohibit it.
And that's certainly true, Justice Scalia. And I do.
Well, I'm not so sure because the examples were given of if they did an excerpt from Hair, could they televise that? A woman is seen nude entering a bathtub.
Justice Ginsburg, that in a context-based approach, there's not going to be perfect clarity. The issue about where the lens is focused, we recognize that.
Were those arguments made to the Commission? Because as it comes up here, we are, whereas I thought when we granted cert, quite honestly, that this was Fox. As I've read the brief, it isn't at all. This is a new case, nothing to do with what we've decided before.
I didn't quite understand it.
I think is one of the most fundamental points here.
Sign me up as supporting Justice Kennedy's notion if these are public airwaves. It's a symbolic matter.
And
slow down.
And we certainly agree, Justice Scalia, with the point.
The standard can still be symbolic, as Justice Scalia said. We want
Nudity, if your target is a much younger audience, maybe that'll happen. They don't want sanitized language. They want to
any shots of any nudity in any movie, buttocks included. That'd give you all that you need.
I think it's hard to disagree with the proposition that that's a dramatic departure from what's the norm for broadcast television.
That cuts both ways.
In this instance, it's called nude awakening. It's about the sexual awakening.
Thank you, Mr. Chief Justice, and may it please the Court. I'd like to respond initially to some of general observations.
People just understand, which have demonstrated, I think, is that the context matters.
Well, if we rule in your favor on the First Amendment grounds, what will people who watch Fox be seeing between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m.? Are they going to be seeing a lot of people parading around in the nude?
Well, it is inevitable that, I think it's inevitable regardless. So, yes, and is in no way restricted by what the First Amendment would provide.
I wanted you to say just exactly what you said, and you did, which I thank you. It's about sexual awakening. They are showing a part of a nude woman. The viewer is supposed to put himself in the position of the boy who's seeing her, and the whole thing was titillating. The First Amendment forbids the application of the guideline to this case.
Boy, that's certain as can be.